Okej, hej då, jag lämnar. Ja, det är fan bra. Idiot. Okej, skriv Cherry B. Eller menar Cherry M. Har du skrivit... Du skrev väl Cherry förut ändå? Bitch. Du är en bitch. Jag tänkte inte på låten, jag tänkte på dig. Att du är en bitch. Men jag är bäst. Jag är bättre än din mamma till och med. 4. Jag startade igår. Hur många har du? Jag tänker inte söka på det. Det var för långt. Mustaf. Vem fan heter Mustaf? Jag heter inte Mustaf. Jag heter Maxstaff.
Your name.
I beg
What do you beg?
you keep
Well,
Jag heter Maxstaff.
Mistress.
Men jag heter Maxstaff. Vad fan är roligt? Har du något problem, din gay? Jag heter Maxstaff och du...
Doctor, people who don't.
No one wants you in my life.
How is this? What are you?
My... Nej. Yes, touch me there. This is my personal pace.
You're that what? How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death.
And who?
I'm the leader.
I'll leave you for...
Snopp, ät min snopp. Ät min jävla snopp. Snopp-gaddy-go.
How long?
Snopp-gaddy-go. Snoppi-dappi-hopp. Snopp-gaddy-bop. Snoppi-dappi-joppita. Snoppi-doppi-dopp-japp-japp.
Have you found Oswald?
Not yet, sir. I need more information first.
All right.
I have all the information.
Thank you.
Snopp-shoppi-dopp. Snoppi-jopp-opp. Snopp-snoppi-jopp. Nu lägger jag snoppen i rumpan. Snoppi-joppi-dopp-chopp. Snopp-kärri-snopp. Jag har snoppen i rumpan. Snopp-slip-hopp. Jag la din snopp. Jag la min snopp i din lilla rumpa. Du snoppi-dopp. Du snoppi-dopp. Har aldrig hört något. Snopp-gaddy-go. Snopp-pippi-jappo. Snopp-gaddy-go. Then passes to my snott-lego. Tjing-ding-ding, snopp-jopp. Har aldrig hört den. Hur fan gjorde du mål? Kör Rocket League eller? Har du Rocket League? Men din jävel, varför köpte du det? Men din apa. Jag vet, va? Just det, ja. Din jävel, varför köpte du skitspel? Din apidamps, jag hoppar på din rumpa. Jag hoppar på din rumpa. Jag hoppade på din rumpa. Din rumpa knäcktes i båda bitar och du dog sen. Din själ är död. Du kommer aldrig kunna ha sex nu. What the fuck? Alla vill ju ha sex. Jag vill ha sex. Jag vill ha korv. Jag menar, alltså jag vill inte ha sex. Jag vill ha korv. Jag vill ha korv. Jag vill ha korv. Jag vill ha korv. En Donald Trump-korv. Jag vill ha kurv. Jag vill ha kurv. Jag vill ha kurv. Jag vill ha korv. 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 Jag vill ha din korv. Jag vill ha korv. Jag vill ha korv. Jag vill ha korv. Tyst.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
Så du?
Promise you
Nej,
I'll not
eller jag?
find my unconscious body.
Jag har det.
God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die.
You at our side, Dr. Reed. I know that you will prevail and survive this epidemic.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor.
Yes,
You've meant...
Good evening, Mr. God.
I'm okay.
How...
So,
I'll...
I'm all right.
Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. Good evening, Miss...
I'm okay.
I have to go now, sir. But
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
in this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody... Good evening.
I'm okay.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not.
I'm sure you...
Not really.
I see.
Yes.
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
What?
No. I'm...
Are you really that...
Yeah.
What do you think of your...
I-
Is there some...
Some of the...
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambu...
What do you...
She met...
She...
Yeah. I...
I have read your son's suicide note.
He threatened to kill himself a few
Punish...
I've...
Do you realize
I...
your empathy? I'm only.
No.
You're.
I... all my... As you... I...
What? Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke is
That's...
I have.
Thank you.
I think you should.
Thank you.
I have to go.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.